which implement a well-defined services API based on REST, SOAP, OGC protocols, and that you consume this coarse-grained or services API in client-side applications that run in a browser. In this case, JavaScript, Flex, and Silverlight. This is the pattern of ArcGIS Server, and we'll be talking about this more this morning. The third pattern is very similar to the browser-based or web-based pattern, but it's really where we're going with mobile devices and lightweight GIS clients. In this case, we're building applications that run on Windows Mobile or on the iPhone. These have a user experience. They have an API, a very simple API, similar to the web APIs. They may have local runtime capabilities that can work disconnected from the network, or they may require to be connected to the network. And they consume and interact with geographic information through services. We'll be evolving the ArcGIS system on all of these dimensions and in 10.1 and beyond. Let's talk a little bit about how all these things come together in kind of one system concept at ArcGIS 10. First, we're dealing with maps and geographic information. That's kind of really what the world globe here is representing. We create an environment. We want to create a unified environment for visualizing maps and geographic information, creating new information, collaborating, discovering and combining information, managing information as an asset or a resource, and analyzing maps and geographic information to create new insights and new maps. We provide one window into this system, which is using the browser and using web-based systems to interact with this world of maps and visualization. We provide another window into the system from mobile devices to interact with the same maps and geographic information in the field. And we provide a third window into the system for interacting with the information through workstation software and for performing advanced analysis, data compilation, data creation functions. The implementation of this world of maps and geographic information really we see taking place at three levels. First, in servers, which are hosted on-premise in your enterprise infrastructure. Second, in servers, which are actually hosted in the cloud by ESRI or in cloud service providers like Amazon and Azure. And finally, there's the scenario where the geo-information is hosted and managed kind of in a local server process. So this is the basic idea of ArcGIS 10, a single unified system that is about managing and working with maps accessible through the web, through mobile devices and desktop, powered by servers running on enterprise or in the cloud. I'd like to change gears just a little bit and talk about one aspect of the ArcGIS 10 system, which is ArcGIS.com. ArcGIS.com is a new application for us. ArcGIS.com is a comprehensive web-based interface into your geographic information system. The ArcGIS.com application or website extends and complements other aspects of ArcGIS. It works with ArcGIS Desktop, with ArcGIS Server, with mobile APIs, and it works with our ArcGIS Online content. ArcGIS.com is new development. The paint's still wet. The development team has been building it up until today. But we want to share this with you this morning and help us better, so you can better understand where we're headed with online GIS, web GIS, and align our plans moving forward. We'll be releasing this ArcGIS.com web experience along with ArcGIS 10. We're going to show a demonstration of this, and I'll stop talking concepts shortly, but I just wanted to introduce some of the key ideas or concepts behind ArcGIS.com. It's really pretty simple. It's about working with maps and geographic information. By maps, we mean, more than just simple paper cartographic maps. That includes imagery. It includes cartography at multiple scales. It includes the features and pixels that are used to create the maps. Maps and geographic information includes information that ESRI compiles and organizes. It also includes maps that we create as a community in a collaborative fashion. Finally, it involves maps that you create and share, perhaps within your organization, only within your community, not necessarily with the entire world. The maps at ArcGIS.com can be read-only, and they can also be editable. So we can publish a map to ArcGIS.com that allows you to interact and edit the features on that map through mobile devices in the browser and desktop software. Finally, maps are about maps as services, or the maps that have an API, as well as maps as sort of static information. Maps with an API can be used with real-time information, can be used to build mashups, can be used as sources of information for applications. The second kind of pillar or conceptual pillar of ArcGIS.com is applications. Applications are user experiences that are combined with a workflow or have an identity that's not a sort of generic GIS identity, and that brings maps and geographic information to life for a particular purpose. So applications include a variety of things. They include applications that you might build as business partners, applications that you might build for your organization and register with the system so that others in your organization can easily find those applications. It also includes samples, demonstrations, templates of how representing best practice, how to use the ArcGIS system. These templates can include downloadable source code so that you can modify and adapt that application for your particular purposes. Applications are built using SDKs. We provide some out-of-the-box applications as part of ArcGIS.com and ArcGIS 10 that can be configured. We also provide the SDK so that you can build an application entirely from the bottom up, from the software components and widgets. When we talk about applications at ArcGIS.com, we're talking about web applications, mobile applications, as well as desktop applications and add-ins. The third aspect of ArcGIS.com is people and communities, and we really see that maps and applications are owned and managed and shared by people within their organization or within their community, within their work group. So ArcGIS.com has a strong notion of security associated with ownership and identity of maps and applications, as well as a model for sharing and communicating availability of information that way. ArcGIS.com is implemented using services. That's really the back end, if you will, of that diagram. It's where the maps and apps live. And we're dealing with a combination of services. Again, there's services that are built into the ArcGIS.com website. There's services that ESRI stands up and manages, and there's services that you or our other users create, stand up and manage, and register with the site. Finally, the third aspect of ArcGIS.com is the Resource Center. These are resources for helping you exploit and make most effective use of the ArcGIS system, the web resources, the web services. This is about documentation, samples, the blogs, forums, and our integrated support site. So at this point, I'd like to invite Jeremy and Andy over here to show you some of their work with ArcGIS.com. These guys and their colleagues have been really kicking butt and doing impressive work over the last few weeks, and we'd like to have them show you some of this great work.